Well, hello. Today I'm not actually cooking anything, but I have this ginormous grocery haul, and I thought it might be interesting to somebody how I deal with um, shopping at Sam's Club for a party of one, generally. Um, I sometimes feed my daughter one or two times a week, but mostly there's a bit of a challenge to deal with the groceries that I buy. So I never actually bought fresh sliced shiitake mushrooms before. This was at Sam's Club, 10-ounce package, ready to cook, for $5, which seemed like a very good deal. So this is the last of them, and I'm just sauteing them very simply with a tiny bit of olive oil. These are already done. So this was done in 3 batches in a standard, 10-inch skillet. Then here I'm beginning to simmer some sweet potatoes. Here I have a bit more than half of my package of skinless, boneless chicken breasts. These are very large. The other 3 I put into the freezer raw. So here's that package. $1.78 per pound, 6.5 pounds. Total price $11.55. Skinless, boneless chicken breast with rib meat, never frozen until I brought it home. No added junk. Cook thoroughly to 165. Free to roam in barns, all natural, blah, blah, blah. So, one thing I really dislike is overcooked chicken. If it gets stringy, it's overcooked. It's very easy to do with skinless, boneless chicken breast. So in my giant pan, I put a little inexpensive olive oil to keep it from sticking to the pan. And I don't cook this all the way. The idea being, so it's currently having a hard time getting above 130. It was at 140 when I checked it a few minutes ago. And I do leave it in the pan covered so that it's continuing to sort of poach. But the idea is that it's not fully cooked, and I can freeze it or refrigerate it, pull it out, and throw it in the microwave or throw it in a pan and cook it the rest of the way in short order. For, if I want to make a salad with a little chicken on top, I don't have to deal with, the full cooking of it. Some other things I got was this ginormous 3-pack of stuffing mix. Stuffing is one of the things I like a lot, and I do have about 6 different ways I know to make it. So I thought, okay, I could have some fun with that. Make a bunch of videos on stuffing for anyone who likes the stuff as much as I do. Then here, I paid almost $5 for 10 pounds of red potatoes. I'm kind of on a kick with the potato cooking, mostly because I think that's, a pretty good staple for most people. I did go to the Italian market, and I bought the recommended San Marzano tomatoes, Paid $6.19 for this can. Turns out I was not terribly impressed with those, but if you watch my videos on the San Marzano tomatoes, I did make a promise to go to that store and get advice. I bought this at Sam's Club. This is Locatelli Pecorino Romano. Big giant chunk of it. $8.88 a pound. Where the Parmigiano Reggiano runs about $18 a pound. And I did buy some more of that from the Italian market. And for some reason, it does have better flavor than the one that came from Walmart, which I've used up. I still have the package in here and the rind. I'll find a use for that. Nothing too interesting, but another thing I bought was the Sam's Club 90-10 ground beef. Giant package, 4.5 pounds at $3.17 a pound. So typically what I do with this is I freeze up sort of individual portions in sandwich bags. But I have a plan to make kibbeh for New Year's Eve. Then also from the Italian market, the most expensive olive oil I've ever purchased, which is why I wrapped it in foil. It's unfiltered. This is a clear glass bottle, so that is actually the color of the oil. So that 1 liter of oil cost me $22, and it really is fabulous. I don't think I would use that for just everything. Like, for instance, I'm not using it for any of this that's on the stove at the moment. So I'm going to be cooking up a big holiday feast tomorrow. Right now it's just a matter of getting my stuff prepared. So that it hopefully doesn't spoil before I get to it. That does involve a lot of putting things in the freezer, and it also involves scheduling what I cook to try to make use of the items that are most at risk of spoiling. You can hear that we're at a boil there, so I'm turning off the flame, and I'm going to let those sweet potatoes just sit in that residual heat. Oh, and the other thing, at Sam's Club, I bought 2 pounds of extra sharp yellow cheddar cheese, and this is $3 a pound. So I'm planning on shredding about half of this and freezing the cheese shredded. I've tried just, cut it in half and freeze half, but then it crumbles rather than shredding if you try to shred it after the fact. So I'm going to shred it first and then freeze it. I never buy shredded cheese. I just buy, the big chunks and then shred it myself. I have a food processor. I could shred half of this in a matter of about a minute. although I usually just do it by hand. But anyway, so that's the haul, and a little insight into things that I will be making over the next many days. It's a whole lot of food, considering that, there's really nobody to eat it. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.